Finally, the snowless streak will end. A winter storm is heading for New York City on Monday night and Tuesday, and it will bring the first notable snowfall accumulation to the city in almost 2 years. Let's break it down. Hi guys, I'm John with the New York Metro Weather. Today is Monday, January 15th, and man, have I waited to put this video together for a long time. It has been a long 2 years of watching meager snowfall events and flurries and snow squalls and not really having any winter storms to talk about. And today we can finally say with confidence that the streak of days with less than an inch of snow in New York will finally end tonight into Tuesday. We're looking at a radar image here across the eastern United States, and our system has already started to evolve down here across the mid-Atlantic, with snow throughout parts of the mid-Atlantic moving up towards Washington, D.C. and Baltimore later this afternoon. That will spread northward into New England tonight. So here's the NAM model. This is how it's doing so far. Doing a pretty good job. Maybe a little light actually on precipitation coverage. But we see this snow starts to spread northward, and then by tonight into Tuesday morning, it is up here into the New York City metro area and then spreads north into New England on Tuesday. So what's causing this storm? We've talked about this a lot. We're looking here just at vorticity, and this is basically just spin in the atmosphere. And this just shows us where our storm systems are getting organized and where we're going to get lift to help produce precipitation. The long and short of it is, without the fancy mumbo jumbo, the brighter colors show you where more vorticity is, and that helps point out where our storms are. So this is not a big, deep storm. We don't see a big trough or lots of bright colors, but we do see just enough vorticity riding through the mid-Atlantic and off the coast to help produce a weak coastal storm, and that's going to be the catalyst for our snow potential from Monday night into Tuesday. So what's different from this storm compared to the others? The answer is cold air. Here's the temperature departure from normal as of this morning, and in the mid-Atlantic and the northeast states, we are 8 to 10, some cases higher than 10 degrees colder than normal. So we have a very cold air mass in place, and that is one thing that we have been lacking with so many of our winter storm threats that we've seen for the last couple of years. There just has not been enough cold air in place. But this storm, we have the cold, we have the low pressure coming up off the coast, and while it's not necessarily a strong storm, it's going to be enough to produce some snow. Here in the New England, that cold has led to temperatures in the teens and the lower 20s. That's going to be important because the ground, especially the colder surfaces, but even the pavement and the ground throughout the area is going to be colder, and it's going to allow that snow to stick when it falls, even though the intensity of the storm may not be as strong. It's not a big, strong nor'easter, but we have cold air. We have just enough lift coming through the area. So let's run this back. Let's play it through hour by hour and talk about timing. So here's the NAM at about 5 o'clock p.m. We have bands of snow moving into southern New Jersey, just scraping the New York City metro. I don't expect that this will start before sunrise in New York City. We'll probably get maybe some light snow and flurries. The heavier snow is down here in the mid-Atlantic, D.C., Baltimore, and southern New Jersey. The real band that moves up to hit part of eastern PA, Philadelphia, central southern Jersey, that occurs around 8, 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see that snow lift northward. And then after 9 o'clock is when we get into the heavier, steadier snowfall in the New York City metro. This is valid at 12 a.m. So you can see here that we have snow ongoing across a lot of the region from D.C. and Baltimore through Philly to New York, Long Island. This is pretty much an all-snow event through tonight into the early morning hours. Now, this is valid at 5 o'clock in the morning. So as you can imagine, we likely have accumulating snow here, at least a couple inches of snow on the ground, maybe a little less in the city where it tends to be slightly warmer. But the morning commute on Tuesday, we still have snow going on. This is 5, 6 in the morning. So snow is ongoing here. It's going to be a slippery, slick morning commute on Tuesday. So leave yourself some extra time if you're going to be venturing out. You'll also notice some pink moving in here across central New Jersey and eventually making its way close to the New York City metro. That is the model data suggesting the potential for some wintry mix of sleet or freezing rain with this storm as it begins to wrap up during the morning hours on Tuesday. We're not expecting that to be a huge deal, but it's possible that we have a couple inches of snow, then we get a little bit of a glaze, and then the system exits by Tuesday afternoon. This is valid at 1 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. And then the storm is out of here. Tuesday afternoon and evening, we clear out and improve conditions significantly. Let's get a little technical for a second. I just want to show you guys why we're confident in this storm. What we're looking at here is just a vertical profile of the atmosphere. So here you are down here at the bottom, and this is a temperature and dew point going all the way up, way above our heads 10,000 feet above our heads. And notice how the two of them are right next to each other the whole time. That means the atmosphere is saturated. The dew point is right next to the temperature. We are saturated. We have enough lift for precipitation over here. You can see these orange colors are showing you lift. So we have a saturated profile. It's very cold. The temperature's below zero from the surface all the way up to where the clouds are. And the model is saying that there's lift in this region here highlighted in red called the DGZ. That is the dendritic growth zone. And basically, that's just the area where our snowflakes form. So if you have lift for precipitation in the area where the snowflakes form and your whole atmospheric column is cold, you are going to effectively produce very nice looking snow, and that's exactly what the models show. So again, the timing of this, just rolling this back, it starts this evening in New Jersey, southern Jersey first, moves up to New York City after dark, snows steadily throughout the night, likely a slick and slippery morning commute on Tuesday, and then it wraps up by the late morning or early afternoon with maybe some wintry mix near the coast. Looking at snowfall totals, most models suggest this band here comes through and it likely produces between 2 to 4 inches of snow for a large majority of the area. It's not impossible that we see some slightly higher amounts with this storm. I don't want to rule that out, so we'll have to keep an eye on the possibility of some slightly higher amounts. But generally 2 to 4 inches as this system moves through the area. We are then going to turn our attention to another storm system which may impact the area later in the week. This one looks like a more traditional coastal storm, and it is possible that we see more notable snow on Friday with this storm. Still a lot of uncertainty as to whether it gets far enough north to hit us or not, but we're going to watch it really, really closely. We'll have a lot more details on that once our current storm gets out of the way. We'll be with you all night tracking this one. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the snow.